Marvin Platform Group of Companies is one of the fastest growing diversified Indian conglomerates with global footprints. It is setting up offices globally and tying up with companies across the globe from multiple sectors. The company has ventured into real estate and construction, stockbroking and finance, arms and ammunition, mining, airlines and many other sectors.
Once a unicorn that was ranked among the most valuable startups in the country, in fact, the most valuable edtech startup of the country, BYJU'S, is now the largest loss-making startup of India. Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra, and on this special edition, I'm going to help you understand what next for BYJU'S. After a delay of 22 months, BYJU'S has now disclosed its financial results for financial year 2022. Remember, this is the time when most of the companies listed on the exchanges are reporting their earnings for Q3 of financial year 2024. But BYJU'S has been only able to manage to disclose the earnings of FY22 as a whole even now. And the results will shock you even more. The losses of the company have nearly doubled to 8,245 crore rupees, or about $1 billion. The consolidated financial statement is a mix of the 12 main subsidiary companies of BYJU'S, including the Aakash Institute and other entities such as WhiteHat Jr, BYJU'S K3, Toppr, Epic, Great Learning and many others. It is WhiteHat Jr and Osmo which the company has attributed 45% of the overall losses that the company has posted for fiscal year 2022. A significant portion of the BYJU'S losses of around 3,008 crores can be attributed to these stressed assets, WhiteHat Jr and Osmo. The revenues from operations have, however, spiked by 2.2 times during the same period, that's FY22. BYJU'S revenues from operations have spiked to 5,015 crores in FY22 vis-a-vis 2,280 crores in FY21. However, the embattled edtech startup's total expenditure has also increased 95% to over 13,668 crores for fiscal year 2022. Right from 7,000 odd crore rupees that was seen as the big expenses in the previous year. So what is really wrong with BYJU'S? Why such a huge loss of $1 billion, and that too for fiscal year 2022? And what's the current situation like? Well, BYJU'S is facing a host of legal and financial problems at this point in time. The company is looking to sell fresh shares, including to founder Byju Raveendran, to raise funds to pay the vendors and to stabilize the business. The pricing of the shares issuance is slated for next month. BYJU'S, that once counted amongst the world's most valuable startups, is now seeking to raise funds at a discount of more than 90% from its previous round valuations to alleviate its financial problems. The beleaguered Indian education provider is asking to raise more than $100 million from existing investors through a fresh issue of shares next month at a price that values the firm less than $2 billion. And this is as per the latest reports that's coming about. Also, this valuation of $2 billion is 90% down from earlier what BYJU'S was commanding, $22 billion at its previous round when it raised further funds in the year 2022. Earlier this month, we also saw BlackRock slashed BYJU'S valuations by 95% to $1 billion, and even investor process envy chopped the valuations to $3 billion back in November last year. These valuation cuts have come in amidst media reports that Raveendran has already pledged his home for funds to pay staff following the exit of several Byju's executives and board members. In the last 2 years, the homegrown edtech company has been battling a huge cash crunch and a string of controversial issues, including the violations of the FEMA norms or the foreign exchange management rules as well. As a result, starting 2023, Byju's saw initiation of a wave of layoffs in order to cut costs. About 1,000 employees were let go of, including freshers, in the early part of 2023. And these were just over normal or WhatsApp calls that they were informed. And this was just the beginning of job losses. Soon after, we saw mass layoffs being conducted and several voluntary resignations coming in from the top position holders as far as the Byju's management is also concerned. The auditor, BDO, has now expressed uncertainty regarding the ongoing concern related to the $1.2 billion term loan that has been raised by Byju's subsidiary. Byju's, once dubbed as the poster boy of the Indian startup ecosystem, has now itself warned about its ability to continue to go on in the ongoing concern and the wake of mounting losses and uncertainty of the outcome of the litigation concerning the $1.2 billion loan. There is uncertainty to the outcome as to what will the law take the course as far as this huge loan is concerned and the financial impact that could come from there on as well. And therefore, the company has itself raised warning that they do not know how long can they really continue if the situations do not improve from the current levels. Byju's is in for a deep trouble and the woes are just unending for this company. With that, we wrap up this special edition, but we will continue to give you all the updates around Byju's and when it comes to their valuations, the financials, and the future of Byju's going forward.
Darwin Platform Group of Companies is one of the fastest growing diversified Indian conglomerates with global footprints. It is setting up offices globally and tying up with companies across the globe from multiple sectors. The company has ventured into real estate and construction, stockbroking and finance, arms and ammunition, mining, airlines, and many other sectors.
In today's rapidly evolving business environment, when risk is omnipresent, managing risks is no longer just about ticking a few boxes. Businesses need to maintain a panoramic view of risks to stay ahead of the curve. Join us to explore how organizations can rethink risk to unlock new possibilities and become fit for future. At PwC presents De-Risking the Future in collaboration with Business Today. Celebrate 32 years of leadership in business news with Business Today. From the groundbreaking AI cover of Sundar Pichai to PM Modi's exclusive on G20, we redefine headlines. Now our 32nd anniversary issue explores India 2029, the 5-year agenda with industry titans sharing exclusive insights. So, just BT it for unparalleled perspectives. Business Today, 32 years of leadership, innovation, and business brilliance. Subscribe now.